So if you're out there dating, I want to give you a new mindset. I have so many clients who are frustrated with the dating landscape and they get discouraged and they just delete all their apps and they're like, fuck this, I'm done. And that's not going to create positivity or joy in your life. So the first thing, and also, by the way, if you are in a relationship, I'm going to give you something in this video as well, because I don't want this to just be for people who are single. If you are dating, listen, you are not looking for the one, okay? So when you do that, you kind of put yourself into this chasing state, lined with desperation, and then there's a lot of pressure on the date. There's a lot of pressure on that person being the one. And so then it strips you of fun, and then suddenly you're pulling from a false version of yourself. There's a lot of false advertising, all that shit. So listen, dating is used as a vehicle for you to have build a stronger sense of self. So using dating, and you could say it's an experiment, you could say it's a vehicle, you could say it's an exercise to explore what you want, what you don't want. When you're dating, throw away your types, right? Meet as many people as you can. Go in with no expectation. Have fun. And I know you hear that a lot, but seriously, like go in with the mindset that you're going to hear a new story and you're going to learn from this person. You're going to be able to share your story. You're going to connect. Go in thinking you're going to meet a new friend, and that's it. And then if anything else happens, great, but let that be gravy. So many people go into dates with expectation and judgment and a giant checklist, and that just it's a recipe for disaster. You're creating a cliff to fall off of, right? So that's the first mindset, and I know it's a big one, but you have to set the intention and you have to make an effort to start swimming with that attitude. Okay, if you're in a relationship, and also people who are single and dating, I want to challenge you to come up with new definitions of love, because love is not a constant. It's an evolving, growing, it's its own living, breathing thing. And so we should constantly be creating new definitions, right? We should be thinking about what works for us, what doesn't work for us. And this, again, it's not just for people who are single, it's for people who are also in a relationship. A lot of people who are in relationships struggle because they're holding on to old definitions. So both people in the relationship should be coming up with new definitions of love and what they want to put weight on and what matters to them, you know? And so by doing so, you start to evolve. The love itself starts to grow, you know? If we are only holding on to and tracing old blueprints of what we think love should look like, then we're creating a ceiling and we're not allowing love to breathe. So know that there's you, there's the relationship, and there's this thing that you guys are building called love. And that love, it's its own living, breathing thing. It's like a child that you guys have created, right? You gotta let it do its thing, you gotta let it grow. And the way that you do that is to constantly create new definitions of what love looks like, what is healthy, what turns you on, what works for you, what makes you feel empowered, what makes you feel valuable, right? All of those things. They're not things that hopefully that they're not definitions that you still have from college, right? Because as you grow and evolve, your definitions of love should also grow and evolve and change. So know that and share that with your partner and talk about it and communicate. And also, if you're single, now's the time to start creating new definitions of love and attraction and everything under that umbrella.